Good day, everyone. Welcome to another ZSR edition of NMG League. Today we have two matches for you. One from the Swordless division, which will be Cen7ipede versus Algo, and then Gold division, Humbugh versus Bydey. And today, guiding us through these races, we have Meowski and Rob J. Beasley. How are you two doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, thanks.
Yeah, I'm good as well. Excited to see all these runners perform. Been seeing a lot of good stuff from Cen7ipede and Algo recently. They're both well, Cen7ipede's been around for a while, but is mostly like a rando player. And is like dipped her toes in NMG before, but she's always like progressively getting better. Algo's a newer runner. And he's been taking the grind pretty seriously, it seems. Constantly seeing PBs from him. Bydey, he's been around for a while. He's kind of a legend. 124 runner. Has taught a lot of people, including me, a lot of things about the game, how to do certain boss fights, stuff like that. Humbugh, I don't know as much of, but he got a recent 124 PB. He had a 124 previously, but he got a recent PB in preparation for League, I believe. And I think he's mostly a rando player. Is that correct?
Yeah, Humbugh's been around at rando for a long time. Only turned his hand towards NMG maybe a couple of years ago, and has been very quickly grinding that PB down because he's a very good player.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there are a few players like that. Like him, Gem, obviously Airy, who I guess started with rando and then just destroy times in NMG because they're just really, really cracked at the game. You see it every once in a while. It's really impressive, and they're usually like really solid Dark World players as well. Is kind of the trend I see. So, Bobby Bees, good to see you back in the NMG world. How you been, man?
Yeah, that's been fine. I mean, I've still been looking in some streams, but I've been not been running much myself recently. But I definitely intend to get back to some sort of speedruns before too long.
Nice. Yeah, I took an 8-ish month break. I'm not really sure how long it was. And I came back a few weeks ago, so I've been, back on the grind too. Looks like everyone's kind of getting back soon, or around now. The scene's bigger now. I think partially because of the mentor program, which is nice. Yeah, very, very active right now. So if you're thinking about joining, now's the time.
Yeah, the mentor program was a really cool thing to see. It's nice to help everyone in, and we've been sort of rewarded there by the. I think this is the biggest league sign-up since season 2.
Mm-hmm. I think it's tied with season 2, if I remember correctly. Or maybe season 2 was a little bit bigger. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we definitely had 2 16-player brackets, I think, in season 2. I don't know if there were any spares or if it was exactly 32 players.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one's 36.
Okay, so it might be more then.
Was it? That's interesting that it was 16-player brackets. Was it Swiss still, or was it just kind of regular brackets?
It was 4 weeks Swiss, yeah.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I've already had some crazy upsets. I know Yerak beat Airy, the favorite to win everything, by 1 second the other day. So that's that's some big news for sure.
Oh yeah, was that actually retimed in the end? I didn't even know what the outcome of that was going to be after the race had finished.
Yeah, so it was originally timed like 125.26 for Airy, and then 125.27 for Yarok, but it got retimed to 125.25 for Yarok, and then the same for Airy. So 1 second faster for Yarok. So yeah, this is gonna be. I mean, the only other time where Airy like hasn't won the top bracket was. I don't remember which league it was. I don't think I was there for that, but one where DoomTap like barely beat him or something. So, this is this could like open it up for a lot of potential contenders in the top bracket.
Yeah, for sure. And DoomTap not participating this year as well, so we could have a new winner in the top bracket.
Mm-hmm. Oh, looks like we're starting.
Okay.
All right, right off the bat, I know I barely know Humbugh, and I'm sorry if this is a mean thing to say. I hate your font. I hate the font on your splits. It's so unreadable. What are you doing? All right, like, do you see that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not great.
He knows what he's doing. This is like when Tam runs rando with heart beeps at like 2x speed. But yeah, splits aside, which you guys can't see. Obviously everyone's starting escape. Bydey and Humbugh like a little bit. So I guess to give some reference, because we haven't really touched on this yet. So this is two separate races that are running in parallel. So Bydey and Humbugh are in the Gold Sword bracket, if I remember correctly, and Cen7ipede and Algo are in Swordless. So they're in different brackets, different stakes, different races. First week for all of them, I believe. So they're all 0-0 so far.
Looks like up slashes for all 4 of them here.
Mm-hmm. I looked away for a lot of that, but I saw Centipede's up slash was pretty good. Got the guard like really close to the door. Solid stuff. It's the safety heart over there. Not a lot of people know about that heart in that pot over there. Yeah, Algo missing that poke spin, but backs it up really quickly with 3 slashes. Alright, now we're going to see a divergence in strats once we get to ball and chain, I assume. I'm guessing Humbugh and Bydey are both going to do 8 slash. Bydey ends up a little bit ahead of Humbugh. Not really sure why. I don't think any of them like tanked or got hit on that fight, but I guess Bydey might have been ahead like a little bit earlier than that. Centi also did 8 slash. Algo electing to go for 2 pot, which is a much easier and more consistent strat. For most runners, frankly, I think 1 or 2 pot probably is like more worth it for than 8 slash, just because of how like little time it saves.
Yeah, 1 pot in particular really doesn't lose that much time at all, I don't think. 2 pots is kind of slow if you have to walk back to the cell, but it's still fine and very safe.
Yeah, I think 1 pot If I remember correctly, I think it goes even if you like tink any of the slashes, or if you like get hit in the middle of it. If you mess up 8 slash, basically, like you might as well just do 1 pop.
So all 4 of them now into the back half of Escape here. Got some dark rooms to navigate. And here comes some key rats. Let's see if they get good patterns. Decent from Bydey. Oh, the blue rupee's gonna be a problem though.
Yeah. It almost feels like when you when that rupee shows up, it takes priority when you try to boomerang. But I'm sure that's not what's actually happening. I'm just salty because of all the times that the blue rupee kind of owned me. Thanks for the good luck, Spleeb, Frank, Bydey, Holy Smoke, Pops.
Why is Bydey wishing us good luck?
I think he's wishing the rest of the runners good luck, and I'm accepting on behalf of them as their representative / commentator. Cen7ipede gets a gold there. 6-2 escape, minus 8.4 on PB. You know, pretty solid stuff. Good luck, everyone except Meowski. Now we're talking.
We have not yet seen any cursed tech from Bydey, but this is his first race of the season, so who knows what's coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely watch out for his screen for some fun stuff. I remember the last league I was in was the one where he pulled out the Ice Rod Cave, the early Ice Rod route. Oh, thanks, Pops, for balancing it out. What do you mean, JK? I can't believe you people.
Cen7ipede unfortunately having a little bit of trouble with the Octorok screen there, taking a couple of hits, but there's enough safety hearts to be had in Eastern Palace that shouldn't be a problem.
I swear this is the hardest part of the Eastern Palace split. If you're trying to go fast. Like, I don't know, maybe I just haven't practiced it enough or something, but I like consistently lose like ludicrous amounts of time to top players here.
Yeah, I do think that like the Eastern Overworld screen in particular is kind of secretly a little bit cursed. Like there's just like double pumping all those staircases. I hate it.
Yeah, and then you try to do the stair drag cancel, and then you do it like too early, and you don't, you mess up your movement, and then don't get the stair drag cancel. It's a whole thing. We had the leads shift between Humbugh and Bydey a few times there, I think. I saw Humbugh was in the lead at the beginning of like overworld screen, but no, Bydey's ahead. Stairs Reg really can't hurt you. Thanks for the good luck, Spam. Look, at some point you're going to have to accept the fact that you're going to have to do some weird stuff with your thumbs and with your D-pad and your controller grip. And maybe index fingers, I'm not really sure how you do it.
Looks like Bydey and Algo have both found themselves a 5 rupee drop, but Humbugh and Cen7ipede still not yet, so they're going to need to find a couple extra rupees elsewhere, but not a big deal.
I'm guessing Algo and Cen7ipede probably don't go for tree rupees, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. Okay, I was a little bit worried about Algo there, but he was able to back up anti-fairy skip by getting some hard pots and going up the stairs and down the stairs. That's a good backup that I feel like a lot of people need to practice, especially when they're starting out, because that's a really difficult room.
Yeah, sure. I think, and just in general, when you're looking to, well, especially when you're looking to race NMG, just knowing your backups is so important. Like it's
absolutely, yeah.
It's very important not to turn a small time loss to a huge time loss by not knowing what to do next.
Yeah, I know this gets said a lot, but at the risk of overstating it, the biggest difference between the best runners that and like the almost best runners that I've seen, room and then back it up and then still like beat your time in that room is something else.
Alright, looks like Bydey and Humbugh are done with the Armos fight first, and Algo and Cen7ipede just entering it. See if we get quick kills all around.
Nice. Good quick kill for both of them. Ending with similar times, I think. Alright, now Cen7ipede is about 3 seconds ahead, actually. Alright, Bydey and Humbugh make the first spin speed of the game. I usually like to consider that the calibration spin speed. So maybe that takes like 1 or 2 tries, but then the rest of them should be smooth sailing. That's actually never how it works, but I like to think that's how that works.
Yeah, it's more often than not ends up being the kind of the spin speed that decides your fate for the entire run. Like if you mess that one up, you might mess a bunch up. But they both got it first try, so hopefully it's going to be clean spin speeds all day long.
Mm-hmm. I wish all the runners clean spin speeds. This is the cursed spin speed. Bydey has to retry, but he does the quick retry where he goes B to A to B, so he only got a little dash dust when he failed. He didn't have to redraw his sword. I'm a big proponent of that, of doing it that way, but I know some people feel like it makes their spin speeds less consistent, and I understand the argument there.
Yeah, it looks like we saw the Sahasrara rupees on Algo's side, but not on Cen7ipede, so it looks like she is going to be doing trees later.
Oh, interesting, okay.
But it has a bunch of rupees already anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
There's more than enough.
Thanks for the good luck, Serpent. Hope your blindfolded runs have been solid.
So Cen7ipede here heading up to Kakariko Village for some sort of safety, possibly just the like bottle and maybe a net, not sure exactly.
I assume that, yeah. Usually if people get a bottle, they get a net. Although I have seen 1 or 2 people kind of make their own unique routing and, buy a potion somewhere. Which I find always super interesting. Yeah, Algo also doing the same. I'm not entirely sure if they normally do. They probably normally do this. Actually, I think based on split times, Algo's just doing this for the race. Right?
Yeah, that seems correct. But looking at Cen7ipede's goal, I'm assuming that this is standard.
Mm.
So anyway, yeah, the 2 gold sword runners here have made their way into desert now, on the way to the big key.
Let's see what cannonball RNG they get. Okay, Bydey doing the so the first slash he did, So that's a recent thing that he picked up when he did a PB review of Ares Prac Hack like 123. So you hold right out of the door because it's a bastard door, and then you switch from right to up, so you're facing up, and then upright, and then you slash the popo, and it makes it. I think you can slash the popo earlier. It's like easier to slash the popo or something, and it makes up the rest of the room kind of faster as opposed to just right into upright. That's you know, it's like a cool little change in strats there that I think is like pretty recent for him.
Oh yeah, chat mentioning the fairy that I did not know about that Algo collected on the way from Kakariko to Desert.
I actually didn't know that you could just item dash the for like the longest time that you could just item dash the net into a fairy tree and collect the tree. I think if you're coming from the left, and I think it might only be for certain fairy trees, but maybe it's for all of them. I'm not sure. So definitely something to keep in mind. It's also required in I don't know why I know this. Like a cane of burner run, where the goal is to just get the cane of burner as fast as possible. You need a fairy and a bottle and a net for that. So that's part of that speed run. Oh, Pop! I just saw what you said a lot, Dave. Eat shit. I have. I'm eating oatmeal.
It's like Bydey's the first one to have Lammo killed. Let's see if Humbugh can finish it off that cycle.
Solid stuff for both of them. You expect like fairly consistent Lammo fights from both of them at that level. I think Algo and Cen7ipede are going to have like a lot higher variance for their Lammo fights. Yes! I love Sandman Dash.
It is a cool strat. I haven't seen anyone break out the Cactus Dash in League, so that's the best we get.
If you ever want to watch, if you're ever feeling like watching a run, just like a random run by someone, go to the SRC boards, look up Giselle Shaft, I think is her name. I don't know how to spell that, but you'll find it. It's like a 126 run or something. She does like the most insane strats, including like Cactus Dash successfully into fake flippers, but like completely unbuffered, like dashes through the bush and just like raw dogs it, and then just does it correctly. That's a fun one to watch, yeah. Yeah, what Sean said. Exactly, yeah. Alright, Cen7ipede cleans it up like fairly nicely.
Yeah, Algo's in a little bit of danger here.
Oh yeah, 1 heart left. He's doing a pretty good job of playing it safe. Firing from like kind of far away, not I'm a little bit worried about. Okay, there we go. I was a little bit worried about him getting hit by the dirt, but the last line was already almost dead anyway.
Right, Humbugh having an unfortunate standoff with the dead rock on the mountain there and getting knocked out of spin speed. Algo also running out of arrows there in that fight, so gonna need to grab a few extras later.
Cen7ipede canceled that dash really close to the bush, but I mean, if she can consistently do that, you know, definitely a time save. That was a little scary to me, though. Ooh, Algo did not go all the way down to the... Okay, now he's good. Was a bit worried about his fake flippers alignment. Yes, he does baby swim there. So I think is a term that Twin coined. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's a strat that Twin came up with. Correct me if I'm wrong, Twin. But yeah, definitely. If you're you know, starting out, you're learning fake. You're switching to fake flippers. I'd say start with baby swim because you don't want to, you know, lose runs to like trying to save half a second, not doing that. You got it from Humbugh mod. That makes sense. Yeah, I figured it. I guess it makes sense that it would be in like Noob Splice or something. Noob Splice is also a really underrated resource for a lot of things. Just a little worried Algo would mirror there. It's got a lot of like good, solid, consistent, easy strats. I used like some of their mimic strats for a long time. Just saw that copy pasta. We need to get that in the Help Thesaur. We already have land meme.
We do. I'm a big fan of land meme.
Land meme's great. Yeah, so for there, where Algo was, I mean, he probably didn't want to risk it because, you know, high stakes, the dead rock's right there. But because the dead rock was all the way to the left, you can, like, nudge up against the giant pine cone thing and just go, like, right past it. You have enough space. If he's all the way, like, to the left over there. Also, I can't remember if Requiem Boom covers that, or if you just want to go... I think if you do the Requiem Boom strats, I think you still want to go around that for that RNG, but I'm not sure. But, I don't know. Just in case anyone is wanting to look into optimizing Hero Overworld.
Alright, Bydey is the first one to defeat Moldon. Humbugh into the fight as well.
This is about what I'd expect for both of them, honestly. Bydey's, you know, famously really good Light World player. He got, I'd have to say, like a 22-something Master Sword before he even touched NMG. You know, always been a big Light World enjoyer, big resetter, Gold Escape, Green Escape enjoyer. You know, some might say. And then Humbugh is, I mean, I saw Humbugh's PB. He had like a 704 GT or something. So, like, I guess that'll probably tell you something. Good torchlights from Algo. Could have been a little bit faster, but also he could have missed it a million times like most people do, so, you know, all in all, solid stuff.
Coming up on the on the moon pearl here.
Ooh, yeah. She recognized that she was too low for the bomb jump and tried to readjust, but it didn't really work out. Tough position to be in. Alright, Algo's turn. A little bit low on health.
Going for the bonk setup, which gives you a few extra pixels of leeway.
Good job. When are we going to see someone hover that? I mean, I know it's slower to hover that than to do, like, EBJ, but we need more meme strats in here.
Shoutouts to Tanwir Farid, the only person I've ever seen hover that in a race. It was the first NMG race I ever commentated in the like the tournament in whenever that was, 2021 maybe.
Cen7ipede having a little more trouble with that. Definitely not a position you want to be in if you're Cen7ipede, but you know, still like could easily make all this time save back. Swordless is going to be a very like high variance bracket, so it's definitely not over until the fat pig screams. Sings. Good mold over fight from Algo. I think one of those dashes was a little bit sus. But other than that, you know, really solid understanding of the fight. I don't know if... Okay, yeah, that did work.
Yeah, I thought that was fine, but I wasn't certain.
Mm-hmm. I think at that point she decided to just inch into the pixel instead of doing the pit state thing.
Yeah, for sure. Like I don't actually have a visual cue for that bomb jump because I just like trust the spin's putting me in the right place, so I don't really know what you're supposed to look for if you're not doing the spin setup.
Mm-hmm. Bydey's feeling himself. He's like, you guys can't see this, but he's, you know, he's listening to some music, he's dancing, he's like, you know, arm pumping and stuff. He's loving this castle tower. Until now. The moment you get hit, like, just, you know, the fun's over. Good awareness on him to block that spear. If you don't block that spear, then you have to wait for the spear to hit the wall before you can go through the door.
Alright, Cen7ipede has mold on down.
Nice boomerang throw after recognizing he didn't get the arrows from Humbugh.
Alright, we saw a mushroom pick up on Algo's screen there as well. It's definitely one of the better safeties. It's a really low cost to pick it up. I think it's only like 2 or 3 seconds, and then you know, you've got it if you need it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can fake powder. Big place I see fake powder. Big places I see fake powdering a lot is NMG, end of Mire dungeon. You know, which is kind of important because you tend to take a lot of damage before that and need some health for the end.
Yeah, those are definitely the big two, especially like Maya in particular, because like you want to have a lot of health through the boss quickly, and also you're just using all your magic at the end of that dungeon anyway, so it's really easy to set up.
Already getting a few blue balls here. Humbugh's on 0 so far, but Bydey got in here earlier.
Yeah, a little unfortunate from Bydey to see some balls there. He's actually like on really good pace.
Since he got hit,
Ooh, that's
you're gonna
unfortunate.
have to do backup 3 rupees.
Alright, well, the Aghanim tables have turned. Humbugh going to be hitting the Dark World first. Bydey is still dealing with some balls. There
I
we
think
go.
that was 6 from him?
Yeah, it was a
It was
few.
kind of a lot. It was a lot, yeah. Maybe like 1 or 2 from Humbugh. I think 1 from Humbugh, but it's hard to keep track of both of them at the same time.
Yeah, I'm watching Humbugh's timer there to see how close this is to gold for how many blue balls it was. I didn't see exactly.
True, yeah.
Looks like 1. That was about 7 seconds off Humbugh's gold, so yeah, probably 1 ball.
Yeah, we in the Link to the Past community, or at least me specifically, like to call that a skill issue. Getting too many blue balls. Sean. It's so hard to read.
Look, like once you work out which of these bizarre symbols represents which number, it's easy.
My next font is going to be Wingdings.
Bydey with the really nice adjustment there to the bad bomb RNG.
Alright, good job with the backup tree pulls from Cen7ipede. Really impressive that she was able to, know the backup, execute the backup properly, like, not just lose it on the way, and, solid mentality, I guess. Alright, I didn't see how big Humbugh's hop was. Bydey gets a little baby hop, though. Bad omen.
Looks like Algo had a goal like a tower split.
Did you really? Oh yeah, wow, 5-second goal. 5:18 Aga Tower.
Yeah, it's super solid time at that level.
Mm-hmm. Cen7ipede getting beams back from that heart, but gets the fairy drop on prize pack cards. Oh, and then gets hit there. Did you see how many? I guess we can check by the timer how many.
Yeah, I didn't see, but it can't be very many because we're already well into the cutscene. Looks like this might have been a 1 as well. Right, Bydey's just getting everyone's blue balls today.
He had a run recently where it was his best flight world ever, and then he got to Palace of Darkness and he was short 1 rupee for Kiki. Yeah, that one was a tragedy. Alright, solid hammer jumps from both of them.
The Palace of Darkness door without 100 rupees. Does Kiki run away? Do you have to pay the 10 again if you do that? I think you might have to.
Yeah, you have to pay the 10 again. I think. I think so. It's been a while since I've had to deal with that, but when I was starting out, I forgot like when I first learned 3 rupees, I forgot like every time to check if I had enough. Baby hop from Algo too. Scary stuff. Yeah, it looks to be one blue ball from Algo, which you already said.
Alright, a disappointingly conventional turtle scream from Bydey there.
I'm so glad I never lived in the world without spin speed Helma. That must have been rough.
Yeah, I only lived in it very briefly. I think that was 3. Was it 3 blue balls from Cen7ipede? I saw the death was immediately after a lightning cycle, so I think it was 3.
I think it was 3, yeah. Pretty quick fight from Bydey. I don't think there's any drama from Humbugh either, but he's making this, you know, Bydey's making this fairly competitive, especially considering the 3 blue balls.
Alright, Algo going for the hammer jump here. We didn't really explain this earlier, but you have to. It's a double pixel perfect trick. You've got to put the bomb and then link on specific pixels to get across, and he nails it there.
Nice job. Humbugh within, I think, like plus 1.2 seconds from PB. So that's pretty exciting. I think he has a tight late game to run against. Oh, it doesn't nudge at 3 at all. Interesting. Bydey gets a little tree nudge. The reason people typically nudge the tree is to because it baits the bird into flying higher, so it's less likely to hit you, or it's easier to avoid when you're dashing left. Because starting Thieves Town minus 3 hearts just really feels bad. He's come a long way. You mean Algo? Yeah, Algo's he's a crazy improver. I think Bydey overshot the quick warp there. Yeah, by like 1 or 2 pixels.
Alright, but first try digs at least from both of the Cult Sword runners up there.
True, yeah. I've heard rumors of people taking 11 digs to do that.
Well, the race I commentated last night had 5 digs between the 2 runners.
Oh. It's, I mean, I understand too, right? Like, you, I don't know, you can, like, pretty easily miss it, and then maybe miss it again. So maybe 3 is also understandable. Humbugh went, like, halfway into the left wall there. Like, his arm was just inside of the wall. I didn't realize he could do that. Maybe I just haven't really been... Maybe I haven't opened my eyes until now. Hammer jump for Cen7ipede.
Oh, by using a menu in Three Musketeers there to help things a little bit.
Alright, Cen7ipede, I think, needed to use more pause buffers than Algo there, but ends up getting the job done. As long as you can, I mean, as long as you're, like, less than, what is it, like, 21 pause buffers or something, then you're beating out the strat where you're not doing hammer jump. So.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember the exact number, but I think it's, like, I think it's more than that. Like, I think it's absolutely tons.
Yeah, it's a lot. I feel like it's in the 20s, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
But yeah, there's I don't remember exactly the number, but there's if you do know the number, there's like a Humbugh command that gives you like a comparison that shows them up against each other, like the however many pauses versus the basement key.
Yeah, so what Cen7ipede just ran into there, that's a weird door, because if you try to dash right out of the door, you can't like turn up. First you have to clear the door fully and then be able to dash turn up. So I don't know. Something I used to do was just hold up out of the door, wait to see Link face up, and then dash. I can't remember if that's actually slower than like holding right or something because of some weird thing, but now I do up right out of the door at least.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how many different ways the doors in this game have to mess you up.
Yeah, definitely. Doors are a shockingly big mechanic in this game. And
Doors,
just,
staircases, there's just so much going on that you wouldn't think about.
like, in terms of, like, you know, going through them fast. And also, like, glitching around and stuff. Shoutouts to Samaria Transition Corruptions, Stairmaster, Door State stuff, Door Jukes, whatever else. Alright, let's see Algo beat Usain Bolt. He did it. Fastest man alive right there. Solid helmet from Cen7ipede. So it looks like Algo's doing... Damn, this kind of gives up on the spin speed there. Honestly, kind of fair. He's doing, like, long thieves, so I'm assuming he's getting...
Yeah, the Thieves Town big shot.
Yeah, he already... I guess Powder's probably at the end, but yeah. Ether, Ice Rod, and then Powder. And if he needs to heal, then he'll probably get Witch Kisses. Speed on restream is impossible. Yeah, I feel like it might be a little bit harder.
Yeah, this is another thing that like I would definitely recommend to any newer runner. If you're getting powder, you should probably just do all of your shopping during the Thieves Town split.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a big fan of that one. I should have done that when I was doing, you know, powder and safeties and stuff. Can't remember what I did instead. At some point I got powder in like the Ice Palace split, and in hindsight, like, why? You know?
It's a very good question.
Yeah, it was my reasoning. I think I just decided that on my own because my reasoning was, you know, I'm going there anyway, like physically going to be in the location, so I might as well like mirror there and then do it. You know, but at that point, like at that point, like I don't know, because I switched from getting powder in Thieves Town to doing that, and at that point I'm saving like a few seconds, and I'm not gonna have powder in a lot of splits. So instead of doing that as an intermediary split, you know, or as like an intermediary step of dropping powder, it's probably just better to like drop it all together at some point. Blink 182 is sick.
Yeah, I had not heard that name before. I quite like that.
Alright, that's what it's called now. It's great and mysterious. Huge things happening in chat.
Right, any fence dashes? No. The bonk. Unfortunate. It's like no attempt made by Bydey.
Muffin's dash from Bydey. There's the first meme. There's a little smile from that. I saw that, buddy. Bydey hates fence dash. I find it's a lot easier to do it if you do it with one hand, but I don't know. At some point, I started messing it up a lot, so I guess maybe it isn't as easy as I initially thought. Alright, good mummy statue rooms from both runners. I saw that that room ruin a run for someone today. Heartbreaking. One hand is not cringe.
Yeah, I don't know. One hand fence dash is like I think it is easier to get like the 2 buttons on one frame with one hand, but I always then mess up the like turning to face up while I've got my hand in that position.
Yeah, just don't. Problem
Fence dash to the left.
Good awareness on the Gibo RNG, the Patrick Star RNG from Algo. He recognized that he couldn't go down and do a dash, so he adjusted his movement and avoided the guy.
I didn't notice what, if any, shopping Cen7ipede did during the Thieves Town split there. I think maybe she did less than Algo, because I don't think she would have been in the dungeon yet if she'd done everything.
Just powder? Okay.
Powder, okay.
Yep, yeah, there's the powder. Okay, there's confirmation.
Yeah, this much we know.
Looks like a 2-spike moth from Humbugh. It's hard to tell, it's hard to figure out which runner to look at sometimes. Oh my god! I see now why Bydey said pay attention to this last
Yeah,
slide.
it didn't look like that one should have, like that looked like it should have been into the spikes as well.
Yeah, I mean a lot of those other ones were, they looked like they should have counted, but they didn't.
Ooh, I think Algo might have fallen off script slightly there on phase 2 of blind.
Yeah.
Alright,
He's a little late on
let's just get through alive, please. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Close stuff, but I think at that point you can sort of gamer your way through it. I think if you mess up the second to last slash, it's a lot easier than messing up the like fourth to last slash, but still. I think that was just a pure lotto dash from, I almost called him Louis, because I was thinking of Louis dash from Humbugh. So Bydey does a double dash on that screen. I think it's a Ben Teasy strat. I've been thinking about switching to that one, because allegedly it's pretty consistent. And and you don't get lottoed, but everybody always says that about their lotto dash strat, and then they get hit.
Yeah, we saw a little quick fish from Humbugh going for like the slide version. I don't think Bydey's Bydey for a different setup there. I think where he just like moves in a sort of couple of cardinals to get into the right spot. Humbugh did the same thing I do, where you sort of like slide as you pick up the rock.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
The pot slide's important. Yeah, I learned that, and I thought I had like, because I figured out the pot slide on my own. I thought I invented that, and I was like really excited to share with people, but apparently that's been done a million times before. Which I guess in hindsight makes sense, but yeah, it's because otherwise you undershoot the y coordinate on a lot of the like x coordinates that work. Alright, Sean says you def get lotted sometimes. The double dash isn't any slower than the single, and you get the satisfaction of senselessly murdering one more Ropa. I mean, that's why I do Sandman dash, so I'm in. I'm switching my strat. This is... I'm committed.
Yeah. Humbugh, unfortunately, there with the pause coming a little bit too late. Like you're able to see the disaster coming, but not avoid it.
Oh, he got hit by a crab?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some crab RNGs where it's just really tough to avoid there. I've been seeing a lot of clips recently of people having crabs just like Jesus walk over the water. I guess crabs can walk in water anyway, but you know.
Well,
not on the surface.
No, you guys actually walk on water, but yeah, the Jesus crab has been claiming some victims recently. I think I saw a clip from, was it Retromel, who like had the crab just go back and forth over the warp and get multiple hits in.
I think it was Retro, yeah. Yeah, it was Retro. Just check. So Ice Palace is a lot. This is kind of controversial, but it's my favorite split just because it's got a lot of really cool looking and like kind of difficult strats. Oh yeah, Bydey's. Oh no, he messed up the fire rod thing. So he fire rods the switch there. But he messed it up. I guess he did it too late. Uh-oh. Oh, Humbugh's just gonna reset the room, okay. Having a little bit of issue with IPBJ.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Alright, Bydey's almost caught up.
Alright, there we go. Humbugh going for the dash turn set at that time and being on the perfect pixel. Alright, looks like we are pretty much level in that race now.
Maybe Bydey's a little justified with his IPBJ setup. He does the like the spin setup, like the pit state spin setup for that every time because he just got so sick of missing the dash turn setup. That's an interesting setup. Yeah.
Yeah, getting a sort of partial clip through the stairs there.
He did that really high.
Clipping through the top of the stairs and then just like going down them normally afterwards.
Mm-hmm. He didn't even do any like slashes to position beforehand, which is like what you normally see. But interesting. Okay.
Ooh, yeah, I think Centi's accidentally pushed the statue back up a little bit and then had to pull it back down, but has got through without damage at least.
Nice. Oh no!
See how these cold stair fights go.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone take damage from that Bari before. That's unfortunate.
Okay, Bydey's having a party.
Oh, Bydey now. Algo at least has a fairy. I think he'll be able to close this one out. Okay.
Oh
No!
Bydey, why?
He killed him too. Oh, that's so unfortunate. He's probably gonna do Swamp now. because he's out of
Yeah,
magic.
that's the usual backup there. Super unfortunate.
And he just clawed his way back, too. Oh, yeah, Cen7ipede dashed a little too far to the right there and got hit by that Ropa. But she's got powder. There's a bunny beam she can get. Should be able to get to, you know, the back of Skull. So at the worst, she'll be able to death warp to the beginning of the back of Skull. Yeah, there we go. So I assume Bydey's going to do normal shopping here, Zoomer shopping as they call it. Ether and Swamp, Ice Rodden, TR.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the thing that like I think most people do now. There's still a few boomers around.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of long swampers.
Yeah, that's a tough bunny beam to get. Oh, okay, she had the fairy anyway. That's right, that's right. Oh no, Bydey's long swamper.
Oh, Bydey is a long swamper. Yeah, sorry. I was trying to use the split timers, but I forgot that Bydey is still on his ice palace splits. That's useless to me.
Same, actually, yeah.
Like, that's not long enough for long swamp. I didn't really think about the exact numbers. Hang on a second. It's not long enough for anything.
Yeah, I saw that there was an extra item there, and it didn't register that, like, you know, flippers and ether are not the same word, but yeah. Well, at least it's, you know, we can pretend that this is competitive because they're both in the same split on the almost the same screen. Spaces until he sees the light. Both of them doing really high mirrors there. I guess they don't really care about the next quick warp. For now. Algo was like a frame from getting hit by that fireball. The cutscene started just in time.
Yeah, Algo's on like a really good run here. He's 6 seconds behind PB, but this is, remember, running against a PB that doesn't have the bottle and net that he grabbed in this run.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, it's just crazy time save in like almost every split. I mean, it was, yeah, plus 121 in Desert, down to, yeah, plus 6 now. Ooh, and then gets hit by the... Yeah, that screen's really, really hard. When you're starting out, it feels impossible to, first of all, get in the hole, and second of all, not, you know, get hit by the Zora. Cen7ipede also probably took damage from the bridge guard, I imagine. So... Oh! Double dash from her. Nice. Oh, it doesn't get the heart bush. Yeah, if you grab that bush on also doesn't set up for the quick warp. If you grab that bush before you jump down the ledge, it'll, you know, it's got a 50-50 shot of dropping a heart. Plus, you move really fast while you're carrying it. So I think it's faster if you're grabbing that bush to just carry it with you and throw it in the circle, or at least it's not like that slow.
We're running into a couple of issues on the conveyors there. See how the Ice Palace bomb jump goes.
Yeah, little issues with Electric Avenue. Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
Nice bomb jump though, goes for the sword out setup. Gonna wait out the fire bar.
Makes sense. What you can also do is go up and face to the right to the pot, and it'll hit you just right into the pot, and you're not gonna like fall off. But understandable if that's like really scary. So. Oh. I think Cen7ipede was lined up to get in that warp, but got fireballed instead and knocked her out of position. That's a deceptively hard screen that Humbugh was just on, and Bydey's on now. Because you have to... I don't know, reading the bubble RNG feels weird because you kind of have to adjust based on how fast you are, like getting the key. Plus, sometimes the tech tight gets you, and you gotta account for that. Sometimes I feel like you just get hit if you get unlucky with both RNGs. Could be wrong though. Oh, uh-oh. Algo on 1 heart.
Okay, 1 puff to go.
Ah!
Okay, everything's fine.
Algo doing what Bydey couldn't, and makes it through. Humbugh misses the poke dash setup, or the spin speed setup. Oh, hook speed, I mean. I was scared. I felt the fear in my bones. You die in the game, you die in real life.
Bydey, I don't know if Bydey usually goes for the fire rod quick kill against Argus or not, but remembering that you have to not do that when you're coming from fading ice powers because you don't have any magic.
Yeah. I think I saw that he pulled out the fire rod, but yeah, he had no magic there. Before that, though, he got a 0-cycle Argus, I believe, so good stuff to him. Humbugh had a little bit of trouble because he missed the hook speed setup for that. Alright, Algo does Meyer first because he's doing gold and silvers. By the way, Humbugh... Yeah, it looks like... so he was on good pace until... probably until IPBJ. It looks like he lost, I think, 30 seconds. Probably just in that room. Ooh, just barely misses Meyer too on Algo's side. Oh no, loses beam too.
Yeah, getting shot there, unfortunately.
Now he's just sniping everything with fire rod.
Yeah, go hog wild with the fire rod because yeah, you get the magic refill anyway.
Yeah, good choice. Uh-oh. If you bonk there, then you have to wait behind that spark. Cen7ipede also having a puff party. That's 3 puff parties so
yeah,
far.
She at least I did see her collect the fairy before. So,
oh, right. Okay.
So she is at least not going to have to redo the whole of the... Oh, that's unfortunate. Got the puffs dead, and then the ceiling ice came and got her.
You know, in hindsight, Algo probably also had a fairy, so I guess I didn't need to clench as hard as I did watching him.
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't think he's used the one that he got like way back in the desert split.
Oh, looking at his splits, yeah, he's minus 28.4 coming out of Ice Palace. He's saved an
Yeah.
insane amount of time in almost every split. He's kind of an annihilator.
Yeah, like he's saved almost 2 minutes versus PB since the the peak being behind after the desert extra safety stuff.
Oh, I think Bydey killed the bomb slug because he needs bombs for something because of ice. Yeah, he probably needs like an extra bomb for IPBJ.
Yeah, like ice uses a few bombs and
Oh
like,
yeah,
you-
and the other
because
yeah,
like that's
makes
the
sense.
thing about the cold stare death. One of the reasons it's so punishing is A, because you don't have any magic to do an immediate refight, but also because you basically have to redo the whole dungeon. Like some of the dungeons, if you die to the boss, you can just sort of walk back to the boss, but like you have to redo all the tricks in ice.
Alright, Senti now doing Swamp. I assume doing Long Swamp? Or maybe Zoomer Shopping. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be Long Swamp because I think 2 hour would be much longer otherwise. Yeah, hard to avoid that spider sometimes. I'm honestly really impressed with all these rooms from Algo. He's just oh, what happened to the heart there?
I think that heart can despawn sometimes, depending on exactly how you do the room.
Do you think it has something to do with the Wizrobe shooting a beam there? I feel like that might have something to do with it. Like if he shoots a beam, then that despawns the heart because sprites on screen or something, or Ancilla nonsense. Not that, I guess that heart wouldn't be an Ancilla, but Humbugh taking a few extra hits there from Spike Room. Oh, that's an interesting strat. I saw that. I've never seen the Fire Rod dash in Mire 3 before. I wonder how that comes out time-wise. I gotta check that out. Oh, and now he's doing a right-sided Bydey. Messes it up a little bit, but I don't think that's the strat's fault. He missed an eyeball there.
Notice Algo had exactly enough arrows for Vitreous there.
Oh, okay, wow, yeah. Oh, he was slashing the eyeballs then? I didn't quite see the fight. If he was, then, very good awareness from him to count his arrows. I probably wouldn't be doing that. I just spray and pray, I guess.
Alright, well, Algo's incredible time save continues there with a gold Misery Mire.
Wow, okay, yeah, so he went from minus 28 to minus 52 with the 7.7 golden Misery Mire.
Right, imagine PBing in a run where you spent over a minute getting extra safeties and you get to run against that in the future. Sounds great.
Yeah, that's wild. Oh, gets the quick warp, wow. Successful Waffle House from Humbugh. And it looks like Bydey's back in Ice Palace. So I mean, with the TR death, I think TR death is basically Bydey's win condition. But even that, I mean, Cold Stare death just takes so long. It's like, I don't know, it's super unfortunate that he died at the very end. Okay, let's see the run back on the Fire Rod strat. He gets it.
Cool strat.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool too.
That preserves a bomb, right?
I guess, yeah, it must preserve a bomb. At the cost of a little bit of magic, but I mean, you know, if you don't Fire Rod the first Bari, then you're not really using any extra magic anyway. Oh, I thought he had to hit the switch, but he realized he didn't. Oh, he's gonna hover this? Yeah, I saw him, like, kind of lean in.
Ooh, okay.
It started out as a quick hover, but then getting, you know, to the very end looked a little bit challenging, but second try hover, pretty impressive. I wonder if anyone's tried hovering all the way to the door. Like, do you think if you could hover fast enough that would save time? Or is that just not a good idea?
Well, you've got to hit the switch to open the door, right? So...
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, like, yeah, I do think if the door was just open, I think it would be faster to hover to the right, probably.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, there's some people who main that strat. I know Faker Jr. is like he's a big hoverer. He'll hover there and then like go with his bomb jump too, and then everywhere else. Just crazy stuff. Like I don't think Ari even does either of those. It is technically faster to hover there, but you know, IPPJ isn't really that much slower. Alright, let's see the run back from Bydey. Should be able to get this last hit pretty easily. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's much more like it. Humbugh not getting cooperative chain jumps, but has to go a little slower, but does it well.
Oh, Cen7ipede skips the arrow pot there. It's like a pretty quick arrow pot. If you get the one in the hook dash room.
Alright, nice backup on the Waffle House there from Bydey. The dead rocks were in a slightly awkward spot, so he was able to react and go around to the south without hopping off the ledge.
Oh, just okay. Decides not even to go for the arrows there. Yeah, I think Algo probably needed those arrows.
Yeah, I mean he has already done Maya at least, so.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
So that's not as big a deal, but yeah, you're gonna need to find a few more arrows somewhere.
Yeah. He's also getting like gold and silvers, which you know.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you don't need anywhere as many. Yeah, okay, that should be fine.
Oh, is it free? Not free. I think Bydey was like a pixel too far to the left for the quick warp there. Uh-oh. Yeah, I wouldn't expect Humbugh to mess up laser skip more than once. Good awareness on that Helmosaur.
It's like a gold Swamp Palace from Centi there as well. So we've had a few golds from our
Nice.
two swordless runs this run.
5.1 second gold. Yeah, she's been clawing some time back for sure.
Bydey just walking it out here in rollers.
Yeah, Centi and Algo. Oh, he tried to go for Brahmin Blast, Brahmin Black Blast, but the chomps weren't very kind. But yeah, Centi and Algo both at 1 gold each, or 2 golds each. I mean, Algo now at minus 136, so very very PBable run. Jesus, this guy's gonna get a sub 90 like lightning fast. I'm calling it.
Yeah, it seems that way.
He's got like 2 PBs this week or something, like, 2 full minute time saves. I don't think Centi also does gold and silvers. I could be wrong though. So we could see some time save on her end from that, but she's still got to finish up Meyer before doing TR. She doesn't? Okay.
Yeah, I would imagine that she would have done the dungeons in the same order as Algo if she was going to.
Makes sense, yeah, actually. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, keep an eye on Humbugh because he's really good at GT.
Right, Bydey just ignoring all of the drops from the pokies there and just trying to get through Turtle Rock as fast as is possible to keep himself as alive as he can be in this race. Centi having a rough time with the spike key there. Oh, didn't
Also,
get the heart there either.
Heart, yeah.
Alright,
I mean, she'll probably powder at the end.
Yeah,
so
with the powder, it's not the biggest of deals, but
powder and the fairy. Did she do spooky? I feel like she probably knows how to do spooky. Oh, she attempted it. Okay, and then, yeah, I didn't see the dash dust there, so she's gonna have to nix spooky for this one. Oh, Bydey having a hell of a time in Peg Maze.
okay, Triax with a pretty aggressive approach there at the end of the fight. Oh,
That's a rough run. Props to him for continuing though.
Yeah, Bydey knows that the show must go on. Suspect that he might not continue playing after Humbugh is done, but until then, he's gonna play as if he's still in this race.
Could always glitch himself to Ganon.
Also true.
Forfeit with style. Ooh, missed the last land with there. But yeah, I think, I don't know. Humbugh's got a pretty solid lead. I mean, I guess he could... Like, GT Death doesn't even make up for it anymore. You need, like, 7 Ganon deaths for...
Yeah, like, for sure, back. That's the kind of stuff you're looking at this point, but, you know, may as well play to your outs if you're Bydey.
Mm-hmm. I think the Cen7ipede comeback is much more doable. You know, we've seen some late game TR chokes before. Sorry, spaces. That end up changing the tide of the race in the 11th hour. That's a good point, Sean.
Oh, Bydey going for the big hover here.
I love it. Go, Bydey, go! Is he gonna... I'm gonna pop off so hard when he makes it to the other side. Okay, more than halfway. Almost there, 3/4. Dude.
Oh, what a gamer.
Let's go! Alright, Humbugh. Don't kill Moldarm. You gotta hover here. He can't hear me. Welcome in, ZSR3 Raiders. So, I guess to recap what we're looking at, this is, Link to the Past, any percent NMG. We have 2 races going on in parallel in different divisions of our Swiss bracket for NMG League. We have Humbugh versus Bydey, which, you know, been kind of a heartbreaker run from Bydey. He's had a few really, really costly deaths. Probably going to end up in Humbugh's favor, but, you know, definitely a lot of variance in Link to the Past, so you never quite know. And then in the in another bracket, in the Swordless bracket, we have Algo versus Cen7ipede. Algo is on pace at the end of the last split, minus 136 ahead of PB, despite taking like extra race-friendly safeties that cost him about 1.5 minutes. So, you know, pretty crazy run from him. Cen7ipede has had a few more issues, but also like pretty good run within like 40 seconds of PB, I think. But you know, that one is kind of anyone's game because you never really know. You know, someone could have a pretty costly late TR death, Turtle Rock death. That's the split that we're in. We could have, you know, Ganon's tower death. We could have a death on Ganon. The Ganon fight very hard. So definitely watch out for the end of that one. We could also have him run out of magic right here.
Yeah, it's not with Gold Sword. It's not quite so bad. Usually, you just need to stun the 2 of them once each.
But he got down to his last shot.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was close there. Close.
But he does have a.
Okay. Yeah, luckily. I think
he
you're
has
right.
a fairy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this is a quick question. Do you think it's reasonable that the runners in the supposedly swordless bracket have in fact collected more swords than the others?
You're right. They gotta do an AD swordless run. I love commentator cursing people. We need more blood. The people want to see blood. Okay, that's like it's. I know what the people want. I'm using my voodoo tricks to make it happen. Humbugh, I want you to fall in the pit right before right before Sword Up. Yeah, so Bydey died on Cold Stare. Actually killed Cold Stare and then died to a falling icicle right after. So very, very costly death there. Also, I think died to Trinex, right?
Yeah, and in chain jumps.
And in chain jumps, yeah. So like, kind of a disaster run from Bydey, honestly, but
and got 6 blue
really
balls.
good.
So it was an adventure.
And
the
got
whole
6
time.
blue balls, yeah. The whole package, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Humbugh is done. GG's, congratulations on him there going 1-0 in the gold sword bracket with a time of 1:25:34. So says race time.
Yeah, that's what his splits say too. So he must have hit.
Yeah, he might have.
There.
He might have linked his splits to like you can link live split to
Oh really?
To race time. I don't know how to do it, and I'm scared of doing it. But yeah, I think that is an option. All right, Humbugh is in the waiting room here for an interview. I'm not going to make him wait until everyone else is done here. So yeah, I can bring him in to speak to us. All right, here we are, joined by our winner, Humbugh. GG.
Thank you. GG.
So yeah, that was a pretty solid run for the most part. Probably a couple of splits you wouldn't be that happy with, but for the most part, it seemed solid.
Yeah,
I think it was PBable until IPBJ, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, okay. PBable is a stretch. It's gonna take me a long time to beat my GT in my PB. Anyway,
it was a 4 and a gold there, right? For your PB. I watched a little bit of your PB at some point.
Yeah, it was. I have a 705 GT, which is
705
by far the best GT I've ever done. But like this was a pretty good run up until Ice. I was kind of happy with it. Light World was kind of meh, but that's okay.
I think that's a death from Cen7ipede. Yeah, because she was trying to collect the Sorry, the other race is still going on, so I feel like yeah,
of course.
But yeah. I mean, like really, solid stuff in that run before that. You're keeping it like Bydey's a big Light World player, and even then you're keeping it like really competitive in the Light World. And then the Dark World was really really solid up until IPBJ, like you said. How do you feel about like the rest of League kind of going into that?
I mean, you never know, right? It's just this is basically just an excuse for me so that I could play NMG in a sort of social setting. It's fun to race people for sure, but I don't feel the pressure whatsoever. I submitted my PB as my entry run for this tourney. So, like, I feel like I ended up in the gold division by sheer happenstance. But that's what it is, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're 1-0 in that gold division now, anyway. So
yeah. And next week you're dodging Airy because you lost to Corey. So
that's true. However, I might play Corey, and that's less than ideal as well.
I mean, it could be him too. I mean, like 125.34 is pretty solid. Like Ari got a 125.27, and like that's a disproportionately like bad run for him. But at the same time, like that's if you can output runs like that just kind of randomly, then
Yeah.
I don't know. You never really know with this game and with NMG League. A lot of variance.
I almost said that it's still rando, but then I realized it's not rando, but it's still NMG. Sort of anything, not anything can happen, but a lot of things can still happen. And since we have like runs within 2.5, 3 minutes of each other, an untimely death might just swing that. So yeah, anybody can beat anybody in any division, I think.
Yeah. I guess speaking of untimely deaths, I'm not sure if you saw, but Bydey had a kind of a rough run.
Yeah, I can never watch these races while I'm running them because I just get too distracted. What happened to Bydey?
So killed Cold Stare, but then died to an icicle. Died to Chomps, and then died to Trinex, and then on the way back, hovered all the way to Trinex. By that point, it was like pretty over, right? So he's been kind of a showman about it. Really good sport about it. But
Dude,
that was really funny.
That's sick. I love it. Oh, Bydey's
no! Senti ran out of magic there.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah, so she died at Peg Maze puzzle thing, and then ran out of magic on Trinex. So that's gotta feel bad, but good on her for continuing the run. It's a pretty solid run, I think, up until TR. But yeah, sorry to cut you off there. Just had to react to what was happening.
No worries.
There's
still a race going on, so
Bydey with some pause buffering here to touch these bats.
Oh, right, because he had an Ice Armos disaster as well.
Okay, there we go. Should be fine now.
Oh, he also got 6 blue balls.
Yes.
To add insult to injury.
I'm just glad I didn't get 0. I would have been pissed.
Fair, yeah. It looks like he's missed torch.
Imagine actually performing under 0 blue ball pressure.
Wait, he actually might have intentionally missed torch glitch because this is a very legitimate strat that you can go for. Yeah. Okay. So he's doing fire rod. Messed it up. But if you do this correctly and you don't mess up at all, you could straight up just save time this way. I'm pretty sure. That's what Corey told me. It's cool to see Bydey show this off. He actually might still be able to get it. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, good job.
Sweet.
Yeah, so if you just, in case you're watching, obviously practice this beforehand, but if you miss Torch Glitch and you have, full Fire Rod magic, you can go for that. And on some RNGs, it technically saves time because you can go for the double, the early double, and then intentionally miss Torch Glitch and then go for that and get triples for everything. But yeah, good job to him for finishing it out.
Yeah, GG's for Bydey. Absolutely incredible to see him. Not just finishing the run in those circumstances, but just still smiling as well. He's always having a good time playing Zelda.
Exactly. Yeah. Speaking
and
of,
here he is. Yeah, GG's Bydey.
Thank you.
That Trinex hover, I love that.
Yeah, man. You know what? I don't reset races. That's my one rule. So, I try to have fun with it. When things are not going wrong, I just try to have fun, and I ended up having probably the most fun I've had all week playing the game. So, I hope you all enjoyed the show. So, GG to Humbugh.
Thanks for stealing the show, dude.
I had to save my sanity, man. I was feeling pretty rough.
No, I get it. I 100% get it.
Also, that was an intentional miss on the torch glitch, right?
Yes, it is. That's the alternative torchlight strat.
it's really cool to see that like intentionally gone for in a run, because I know like Corey told me about that like a long time ago, and that just kind of blew my mind, and I didn't know when it would be that I like would see that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great to know, and it like really, like it takes your Ganon to it's taken me hours to learn, and even still, I still don't get it all the time. But it's good to know that if you miss the torch glitch, like your run isn't over. Like it only loses about 2 seconds or something like that. So it's extremely worth knowing. But it's very, very hard to do. So
It looks like, unfortunately, Cen7ipede has run out of magic on Tranks again and has forfeited. So that's a sad end to her race. But Algo is now on the Ganon fight and still well ahead of PB. So hopefully this could be a very nice one.
How many blue balls did you get, Humbugh?
1.
Okay, I was wondering. I had a really, really, really good light world, and then he stuffed me with 6, and I was a little bit cheesed, but that's all right.
Yeah, that's understandable. I had a meh light world. It felt like, but it could have been worse. But then it just got saved by 1 blue ball instead. So kind of the other way
That's how it
around.
goes. Oh no, we missed torch glitch. Oh no, it's silvers. Never mind.
Yeah, silvers.
Yeah, he's also very close to a pretty big PB.
Go. Careful. Okay, good. Oh.
All right, one more. There we go.
Nice, good job.
Oh, GG, very nice. GG's in the chat.
GG's
Very
to
well
Algo.
done.
Yeah, it's a real nice run from Algo. As we mentioned before, Algo grabbed a bottle and net as a safety in this run that he doesn't usually get, and has still PB'd by a minute and a half. So, pretty sick gaming.
Yeah, let's go.
Yep, yeah, that's a
GG,
PB.
man.
That looks like
Love
a
to see it.
136.34 PB by a minute 38. Despite being plus 121 in Desert from getting a bottle in net. So solid stuff to Algo. Very, very quick learner, fast improver. Very impressive. A lot of PBs to come, I'm sure.
I found out a few things about this. Like I don't know if you intentionally saw that I had to go to Mire because I didn't have enough bombs to finish ice.
Yeah, I obviously realised you did Maya before ice. I wasn't sure of the precise reasoning, but yeah, I guess bombs is definitely a thing.
I think
Actually, I
we
had to
figured it
farm
out
the
once
slug.
you once you like went out of your way for the slugs. It was like, okay, that's why you're going for the extra bomb. And then it kind of clicked for me why you're doing the fire ride strat and bombing the floor, because you're saving a bomb there. So that actually kind of came into play, right?
So that's kind of interesting. Okay, so that's my main strat that I do, and it didn't work in this run, and I couldn't understand why. Like it's 100% consistent, that trick, and it failed. And the reason is because I forgot to activate Spooky. I don't know if you guys realized that on the first go around. I didn't activate Spooky. That's why it failed.
Okay. Yeah, I saw
It
that
took
it
me
failed,
like
but I
5
didn't
minutes to
realize.
work that out. But yeah, if you don't have the altitude, the fire rod basically insta-switches the crystal. Because what you do is you fire at the crystal, and then you have enough time to get through the switch. But it insta-switched the crystal because I didn't have the altitude variable, and I messed it up.
Okay, so when you say you missed Spooky, specifically you mean you didn't do the flute
Yes.
on the way from Link's house? Okay.
Correct, yes. I completely forgot.
Gotcha, okay. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look into that strat. There's another strat that I was thinking about looking into that you did this run, but I forget what it was. I don't know. Any other like stuff you want to highlight?
Looks like we've got Algo in here with us as well now. GG's Algo.
We do, yeah.
Thank you, GG's.
GG's.
Really impressive run. We're talking about how like insane it was that you don't normally pick up a bottle in net, right?
I've recently switched to late bottle, so for the race I went back to early bottle just to be a little extra safe.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so my Desert Palace split was really bad, but because of that, but also because I had a terrible boss fight. But everything else went really well. I ended up getting a PB by a minute and 38 seconds.
Yeah, we saw it. Like really impressive stuff. And you've been,
Yeah.
you've been PABing like all over the place recently. I think this is like your third in a week or something, or your third.
Yeah, something like
2
that.
weeks.
Yeah, the mentorship program has just been amazing in that regard. Like, just focus on 2 new segments every week and practice like crazy, and golds come and PBs come. So it's been amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait to.
If the progression is linear, when 123.
Yeah,
sorry. I had to make the joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's only gonna. Yeah, if it's linear, then it's only gonna take like a month, maybe at most. But I'm excited to see you learn like Silverless Ganon and all that, because I noticed like you're really solid on the stuff that you've learned so far in the mentorship program, and then it gets kind of like a little bit shakier towards the end. But like the stuff that you really like seem to understand well, and you're doing the rooms really efficiently, and your movements really clean and stuff. So like definitely like really impressive stuff so far.
I appreciate that. We just got a crash course on GT yesterday, so I haven't had tons of time to put into it. But yeah, in the last 2 weeks, we've learned all the end game, and I'm hoping in the next month or so I'll be able to get to the tempered Ganon fight. So that'll be a big milestone for me.
For sure. How do you feel about the rest of League? Just kind of going into that. Are you looking forward to it, or?
Yeah, so League is actually kind of the reason I started running this game. This is the only game I've ever speedrun. It's the only Zelda game I've ever actually finished. And I watched Concision do League last year, and I've been a runner my whole life, like a physical, like track and cross country runner. And so the idea of a race really appealed to me. And so that's what got me into it. And so, yeah, I'm thrilled to be included, even in this like lowest round robin bracket. It's just, it's really, really exciting. I'm really looking forward to the next 2 weeks.
That's really cool to hear. Yeah. I can definitely see the overlap between like physically running and just kind of racing in that, and also racing in this. Welcome on in, Cen7ipede.
Thank you. GG's, everyone.
GG, Cen7ipede.
GG's. You had a pretty solid run for like a lot of it, but just sometimes TR just does you in,
Yeah, I just the running out of magic thing, and just not getting hit in general is a big issue for me. So I know what I need to work on for the next couple of weeks.
That's a good takeaway for sure. Yeah, and also like props to you for sticking it out as long as you did. I know my first like races, not that you're like exactly new to this, but like when I like originally was doing this, I would like take one death and then immediately just forfeit, and then the other person, it would just be like the other person like racing for like an hour or something. But yeah, like good on you for like sticking it out and just kind of trying to finish the run and like keep going. But yeah, after like that like magic stuff in Trinex, I understand why you decided to just kind of drop out at that point.
Yeah, you always want to try your best and try and finish a run if things go wrong, but I just felt like that was too many deaths, and Algo was already on Ganon, so
makes sense.
Yeah.
You also got 2 golds there, so that's pretty sick.
Yes, I'm proud of
Gold
those.
Escape. Bydey, how do you feel about that?
Oh, I love some of those. Ooh.
Yeah, next is 6 minutes. I'm gonna get that 6 minute.
Nice. Yeah, you're pretty close.
This mentorship has really shown me a lot, and I've been doing a lot of tricks and movement that I haven't been doing before. So overall, this is an improvement, and thank you for the restream, and I know what I need to work on, and on to the next one.
For sure, yeah. Really sick attitude.
Thanks.
Yeah, and also
Definitely
thanks
tilted,
again.
but especially in Hera, falling in Hera tilted me a lot. But I think halfway through Aga Tower, I was okay. and then TR happened. So I was just like, all right.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, thanks again, Zion, for restreaming. And like to the runners for all doing this. I know this is kind of last minute, putting you all like on the same stream, but I guess it kind of made sense because we only got two commentators and like 4 runners. So cool that we were able to assemble this.
Agreed. Thank you for commentating.
Is that Zion with a Senti emote? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, just quick heads up, Centipede's got really great emotes, so you should check those out.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thank you, runners, for letting us restream you. That was a pleasure to watch, especially for someone who is very new to the scene. So I very much appreciate getting to see all of the various talents and all of the various tricks. Thank you, Comms, for all of the information. Supplied loads of knowledge that I'm sure myself and chat got a ton out of. So we thank you for your time and helping us get this restream going. So thank you, everyone. We do not have a viable raid target at the moment, so we will just end the stream here. So thank you, everyone, for coming out. Any last words from our comms or our runners?
I guess just to echo what Popsicle6 just said, NMG Weekly on ZSR2 at 3 p.m. That should be for the mentorship program, right? So that'll be all the mentees racing against each other. I think this is their first like full game race for that specific thing, if I remember correctly. So that should be pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'll just echo the thanks to everybody, to all the runners, and to Meowski for doing this and for the restream, and good luck to all the runners for their future league races.
Thank you too, Bobby.
All right, and with that, thank you, everyone from the ZSR fam. I hope you have a great day, and yeah, see you next time. GG's.
Peace.